to beat you.
Of course, yeah, exactly. He wants to do a good he wants to win here for sure. He's one of the best here, and he would love to win this contest. And it's not a good guy to have in your heat. Like, it's a wild card. He's got nothing to lose. I think the pressure he has is not so important compared to mine. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can hold that pressure.
I don't know if you watched the first two heats of the day, but Jeff Hubbard and Ben Player losing out in those heats. What do you think is happening out there as far as the conditions?
You have to be careful with your wave selection. I think so far the rider who lost are the one who had the most pressure. So maybe this pressure didn't play in the favor, but it's competition. A lot of upset can happen. Jason Phelan, the last second in the quarterfinal, is not such a surprise. This guy rips too, and this could happen. Of course it's an upset, but oh well.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck going against one of the fiercest riders out here, and
Yeah.
that's going down heat number 7. But now, currently in the water, you have Amaury Lavernhe and Sergio Alonzo. This has Ben Player coming in after a very horrific
Yeah.
heat for Ben Player. I believe one of his highest scores was
Run his high score.
no, he had a lot of low scores. His
Yeah.
highest score was not
3.65.
yeah,
Wow.
3.65, I believe, is probably one of the lowest scoring heats Ben Player has had this entire year. So,
His entire life probably.
yeah. So, very frustrated. I would not want to be in the vicinity of Ben Player for at least the first 5 minutes as he comes out of the water. But you know what? Shout out to Ben Player and all of his supporters. Ben Player always out there doing what he does best, and that is
Yeah, of
actually
course.
getting ballistic and doing what what he's known for, getting crazy. Dallas Singer making his way up in the yellow jersey. The winner of the last heat, Dallas Singer, he was in tune. He was in rhythm with Mother Nature.
Yeah, he was ripping. He was ripping this whole contest. The first 3 rounds we had, I had a hit against him, and well, he won that heat, and he was ripping. He just showed that he's really hard to beat out there, and yeah, this heat doesn't feel in Dallas Singer in the quarterfinal would be really insane.
All right, tell us a quick update on what you're going to do as far as equipment in your preparation. Do you have any special board, or do you have special leash, fins, wetsuit?
Yeah. For this contest, I've been working with Dan Sives with the quiver for the World Tour. For this contest, I choose the Polypro 41 one stringer mesh crash and tail. This is my option for this contest. Sorry. And as far as I go for fins, I use the same fins the whole year. My Stealth Pro model. And for the
Nice.
leash, creatures, and they never break, so pretty good leash. And yeah, this is my equipment so far, and so far it's doing good.
So, out of the heats remaining, which one are you going to be watching most intently
Um,
today?
Today I'm gonna watch Hardy and Mitch Rollins. This is gonna be the hit of the day for sure, and wow, what a hit! Seriously, if Hardy he lose the world title. He lose his chances. It's pretty hard. It's like really two really good friends in the same heat. I'm sure Mitch knows that Hardy needs to pass that heat. I don't know. It's going to be really intense to see, and yeah, and of course my heat is going to be the one that I care the most.
So Ryan Hardy versus Mitch Rollins, heat number 5. That's coming up in a couple heats from now. That is going to be something to watch.
Yeah.
Incredible riders,
Can't wait.
incredible waves. So don't go
Can't
anywhere.
wait.
Thank you guys all for tuning in here to the IBA 2011 NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by
Here we
Grand
got
Favor. Look at this,
Sergio
out the
Alonso.
back. Nice bottom turn.
That's the barrel.
Comes up off the bottom, sneaks under the barrel, and he comes
Comes
out,
of it.
pushes through that. Sergio Alonso drawing first blood here, heat number 3, round number 4. So Sergio getting a nice cover up and coming out. Not clean, but he does come out.
But it does come out. It's important in order to have a score anyway. And let's see the replay right now.
Talk us through on how hard it is to get out of this barrel.
It is hard because this wave doesn't hit the reef properly. So most of the time, those big rides pinches. So it's really hard to come out of it. At least you come out before the pinch. But well, those riders today, the wave can pitch and they're still going to be able to come out like Sergio Alonso just did. And well, it's a very good effort. And well, this should give him a bit of confidence to keep going. Sergio Alonso from Venezuela.
Yeah, Sergio Alonso has been definitely on fire, but he has his work cut out for him. Out going against Amaury Lavernhe. Again,
Yeah.
these are 30-minute heats, top 2 waves will be scored, and one rider will advance on to the quarterfinals. Sergio Alonzo from Venezuela, he has been on fire.
Yeah.
In fact, his story is one of those that is
He's 20.
very passionate. He's only 20 years old, but has been riding a bodyboard since he was 12. And it wasn't until Natasha Sargardia from Puerto Rico who handed over his first pair of fins a few years ago, and that's when he started his full charge out of Venezuela. Now he has the backing of the Venezuela government, and to be able to make some of these events. So
and he's been doing really good. He won the trials in Mexico. He made the final in Reunion Island. Pretty sure he made the final in Sintra too, where he had a really a stellar season.
Yes, he had a very, very great season. Unfortunately, he started towards the midway point to begin his campaign, and he did not qualify in the top seeds for next year's. But you will see him for sure in the qualifying series and some also trial rounds in the Grand Slam series. So Juan Santos always helping him out, and Natasha from Puerto Rico helping him out as well. Lumad and the rest of the Venezuela crew
Venezuela has been
have always been behind this
very
kid.
good support. I think they are a very supportive country, and Sergio had always the backup of Venezuela behind him, and the whole country is watching him, and
so we've seen two big guys, big favorites, Jeff Hubbard and Ben Player already go down. Can Sergio Alonzo take down another favorite, Amaury Lavernhe?
That wouldn't surprise me, but you know, it's a contest, everything can happen. But I know Amaury wants to do very good too. I know, he's a former world champ, not for nothing, and
exactly.
You know, he's waiting for the bomb. So let's see how he goes. But Amaury Lavernhe and Sergio Alonso, it's I think I actually met in Sintra. Amaury won that hit, and Amaury, I think, not gonna. Well, he's gonna rip for sure.
So what Amaury is doing right now, we are at the 21-minute mark of 30 minutes. Amaury is waiting patiently for that perfect wave. Can that backfire?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Can it backfire? It means if he waits too long and the wave doesn't come, time will run out, and then he's stuck with
still plenty of time remaining. 21 minutes remaining. You only need 2 waves, you know. So you could get those last 2 waves in the last 5 minutes. So.
Well, we saw what happened to Ben Player just one heat prior. Is he waited for those waves, and they actually never came, and then he just started falling apart.
Yeah, but Dallas got the good ones. So they were good waves, and seeing Dallas had priority at the right time. That's why he made it.
All right, talk to us really briefly about the priority system here on the head-to-head rounds.
Yeah, so a man-on-man hit is it's a very good hit. It's the main goal when we are in when we start a contest is to go to those man-on-man hits, because you have priority. It's only 2 riders.
Hold that thought for a second. We're going to get back to that. Right now, we do have Shaggy with the winner of the last heat. Shaggy, where you at, brother?
Hey guys, I'm down here with Dal Singer, the winner of Heat 2. Congratulations, Dal. Tough heat, hey?
Yeah, it was actually. Like, it was a lot different than my other heats during the contest, because I was talking to Ben before we went out. We're both kind of in the same position on the tour, and like there wasn't much pressure on us compared to what Jeff and I are experiencing at the moment. So, it was a lot more chilled, and just felt real loose compared to the other days for sure.
That's the first time you comboed Ben?
Yeah, that doesn't usually happen. I've had a few against Ben. I love competing against him because I got a lot of respect for him, and he's one of my favourite riders. Since I started. So it's good to have heats against him. He's a good friend, and he just didn't turn up in that heat, so which is a shame.
Now let's talk about that invert of yours. Pretty good tweak on that, hey?
Yeah, it was. The other day I got a big one, and I watched that. I watched that wave over and over the last 3 days when I had the lay days. I'm thinking, oh man, I look like an idiot. I need to tweak him a bit more. It's a bit too much safety. So I went into that one thinking, I'm going to tweak the shit out. I'm going to tweak this one. So then I went too far and I actually stacked it. So that happens as well. Got to find a happy medium.
Happens on the big jobs, hey? Well, congratulations. You're into the quarters.
Yep. Yeah. Quarters next, and I think from what Terry was telling me, they're going to be running it tomorrow, and should be even twice the size. So I should have a nice sleepless night tonight.
A little shout out to people back in Newcastle.
Oh yeah, all my girlfriend of starters, Chelsea, she's really watching. My mum, Suzette, she's always big support throughout the whole year, and just the boys at Boxy, Les, T-Bone, all the boys, Palmer, they've always supported me throughout the year, and they're the best guys to surf with for me. So I'm always glad I have their support.
Cool. Well, back to you guys.
Wow, Dallas Singer taking out Ben Player in that last heat, and he's just pumped. I mean, and you know what's cool is when the guys give respect to their fellow competitor who they just beat, because
No.
you know it can be pretty heavy out there, and you know what? It is a competition at the end of the day.
Of course, of course, of course.
All right, so PLC, we got you in the hot seat for the next, I don't know, what do we got, 18 minutes? So,
20 minutes out.
you know what? I will not be offended if you want to get up and get out of here and do your own thing, because I know you have probably the most pressure of any competitor now in this competition, aside from Ryan Hardy. So, but you're here now. We're going to pick your brain.
I will comment my heat. My friend is in the water, and yeah, I like to comment. I like to be with you commenting. So
All right, perfect. And
no problem.
our friend Mike from You Riding is in town, and he
Yeah.
he would like to get together with us
Yeah.
at the end of the event.
He
So,
arrived yesterday, I think, with Mike and Thomas from You Riding. So they're here. They're here to support me too, and yeah, well.
youriding.com. That's the only place I go to after the event, so I can
Yeah.
cool down and get my own
Exactly.
bodyboarding in. So again, welcome everybody. Manny V with Pierre-Louis Costa, PLC, the French phenom is what I like to call him. He's coming up next in heat number 7 against a local ripper, Elliot Morales, but he's here in the hot seat now for a heat in the water. Sergio Alonzo in the yellow jersey and Amaury Lavernhe in the red jersey. Another slow heat happening right now out in the water. We do have 16 minutes and 54 seconds remaining with only one wave being scored and ridden. Sergio Alonzo clocking in a 4.0. So time already halfway done in this heat. Very slow. Tidal change is probably the reason for that. But as soon as the tide gets going, we're going to see a lot more waves coming in and a lot more big moves.
Looks like Amaury Lavernhe is looking for that wave.
Let's see what he's looking at. Amaury Lavernhe.
Definitely wants to get his first wave. Let's see, and it doesn't choose it. Let's see if Sergio wants it though.
All right. You know what? They're going to be waiting for the next set to roll through. And while they do that, we'll be back right after this.
All right.
Once again, welcome everybody. This is the IBA 2011 NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor. My name is Mandy V. Here in the hot seat is PLC, Pierre-Louis Costa. We're giving you the live feed from round number 4, heat number 3. Sergio Alonzo in yellow versus Amaury Lavernhe in red. Up and riding.
Here
It looks like
Alonzo
Sergio.
going for
Talk
the
us through it.
second wave. He's going for bottom turn and to go for a roll. Wow, and he's got pumped.
So talk to us really quick. What happens when you don't pull off a maneuver? It looked like there's so much water moving out there. Can you get absolutely destroyed?
Yeah, you can obviously get destroyed. There is like the reef is really it's really small. Like once you get past that reef area, then and here we have Amaury Lavernhe.
Amaury
Going
on
for
his first wave.
And going for a big, huge roll. That was really huge from Amaury Lavernhe. And it looks like he didn't pull it off though.
Oh
Well,
no.
that's pretty surprising from Amaury Lavernhe. Usually make all his move. I remember him at box landing one of the craziest roll of the year, and that's pretty surprising he didn't make it. But
Let's see
you know,
what happened. Talk us through it. What do you think happened
well,
here?
Definitely didn't have the best timing, and it still get like out of the lips for some reason, and well, he just wasn't able to pull it off. You know, it's so powerful. You know, you have to use all your power, and it's not that Amaury doesn't have any power. It's just that Fronton just
Well,
so powerful.
well, Amaury, he's got 14 minutes remaining. He rides for Sniper, Ghana Beach, Energy Mobile in Reunion, Cool Shoe, and Avis Rent-A-Car in Reunion Island. He loves to ride his polypropylene 41.5 crescent tail board, and you know what? He's got to get that thing moving right now. 14 minutes remaining. He's only got a 1.7 on his scorecard. But again, Sergio Alonzo, he doesn't have any high-scoring waves as well. Check this out. Coming up next is Dave Winchester and Andrew Lester.
Another Australian matchup. It's been the second one, and we're going to have 3. So Australians are doing pretty good in this contest.
Yes, the Australians are definitely a force to be reckoned with. So are the Canary Island riders. Brazil has a few riders in there. Venezuelan, we have Sergio Alonzo, and yes, a couple French riders involved as well, including yourself, Dave Winchester. making his way down to the water's edge and down the cliff. So, again, another beautiful day out here on the outskirts of Galdar for the Fronton Pro. Dave Winchester, Andrew Lester will be coming up next. Andrew Lester.
Andrew Lester. What can
Wow.
I say? Well, this guy is such an inspiration for me. I remember watching him surfing in any kind of condition in small wave. Actually, in small wave, I was the most impressed. Not that it's just good in small wave, he's good in any condition, and that's what I really like about him. But in small wave, I reckon he's the best rider. He has so much flow, so much. I think Lester used all the part of the wave. You know, that's why I think he's the best competitor from Australia for sure, and he's back. He qualified for next year.
Isn't that amazing?
That's not good news.
For you.
But he's such a nice guy, and I'm super happy he's back on the tour. And yeah, it's gonna be harder now.
All right, currently out in the water in another slow-paced heat, we do have Amaury Lavernhe versus Sergio Alonzo, and it is Sergio Alonzo winning the heat. Give us the lowdown.
Right, it's been 18 minutes in the heat, so 12 minutes remaining, and Sergio Alonso only got a 4.0 and a 1.5. Amaury Lavernhe just got a 1.7, so well, there hasn't been any good waves yet. Amaury for sure is waiting for, he knows which waves to get. So is Sergio Alonso made it all the way from the trials, and let's see who's get the best wave out of them. It's gonna be pretty intense for sure. They are both racing right now.
Okay, we do have 11 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. Once again, welcome everybody to the 2011 NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor. Manny V with PLC here, giving you the live feed. And you know what? This is absolutely an amazing place. We are here on the Grand Canaria Islands. The islands are made up of the Canaria Islands are made up of 7 islands with mini islets, smaller islands, and it's just a very laid-back island life here. Fishing is the way of life here.
Yeah.
What have you experienced?
Well, I've been here I became for so many years. It's pretty amazing. It's very, the ocean is everywhere, and so bodyboarding is actually massive here. And the waves are just so good for bodyboarding. But and here we have Amaury Lavernhe going for his second wave. What does he go for?
Nice. That's the Amaury we know right there. Nice, clean, cylindrical roll. Amaury Lavernhe through the lip. Nice, clean roll. That will be locked in as his highest scoring wave for sure.
Yeah, highest score of the hit for sure.
Woo! Unbelievable. So, if Ryan Hardy and yourself make it through the heat, Amaury Lavernhe, talk us through it.
Look at this. Look how heavy that section is. Doesn't have the best timing again, but that's definitely a very, very good roll, and
clean landing.
Clean landing, perfect. Really hard to do, and that gave him a 5.75, so he's just in the lead now. Sergio Alonso in second. He only need a 3.46, but yeah, I think the waves are pretty hard right now.
All right, once again, welcome everybody. We do have a message board up and running right underneath our IBAWorldTour.com/live, and I believe Brett Hardy, Ryan Hardy's brother, is watching, and he says, sorry, Rollins, but you are toast. That heat coming up next, heat number 5, or actually coming up soon, Ryan Hardy versus Mitch Rollins, but currently out in the water, Amaury Lavernhe, Sergio Alonso. Sergio Alonso now chasing a 3.46 for that first place spot. Nico, Curtis, Manu, Yuri, and yes, Brett, thank you all for tuning in, as well as Laurent and Krapul. You guys all, thank you for tuning in and watching here live for the 2011 IBA NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor PLC in the hot seat. Pierre, I'm nervous just looking at you. I don't know what.
I'm nervous too. I'm really nervous. It's pretty crazy what's going through my mind right now. And I can't explain. It's just too strong. But I can't wait to be in the water, to be honest.
Oh my, yeah. With PLC is in a situation right now where the top front runner for world title race has been knocked out. That is Jeff Hubbard. He got knocked out of his first heat by Jason Finlay, the Australian. Now PLC and Ryan Hardy are in for the hunt for the world title. They can probably match off in the semifinal. Yes. Ryan Hardy versus PLC. That is a possibility, but both have to advance on from their heat. PLC,
first of all, yeah.
How are you going to handle it?
Well, if I make the semifinal, even if I meet Ryan, it's done. So I have to beat 2 guys.
That's
basically to win the world title.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. He has to win his heat against the local legend, even the young gun, Elliot Morales, and he will face off with the winner of Jared Houston and Eder Luciano. There's a lot of situations at hand right now. This kid, Andrew Lester, I call him a kid, but he now is the oldest rookie on the 2012 IBA Grand Slam Series. He just found his seed in the last few contests that he's entered.
The last 2 contests.
Unbelievable. Woo! All right, looks like some action may be going down, but look at the wind, look at the whitewash. It is coming up.
Seems like Amaury got back the priority.
All right, looks like Amaury.
I just heard it, so with 7 minutes 45 seconds remaining.
So Sergio Alonzo may have given up his priority to Amaury Lavernhe as Andrew Lester making his way down.
Sergio.
Again, really hard rocks, and of course the rocks are hard, but very pointy and sharp rocks on the way down the cliff for the riders. And once again, if it gets too big, it will call for the jet skiers to take all the riders over to the small fishing village of Caleta, which is about a mile down the coast. Look at this. Taking a look, Amaury Lavernhe. Now, does Amaury Lavernhe had priority? Does he lose priority for paddling into that?
Yeah, he lost it.
Well, Sergio Alonzo didn't hear it. And look at this thing forming up. Whoa, big section. Amaury through the lip and pulls it off. That is what Amaury has been looking for from the beginning of the heat. Big section and a big move through the lip roll, and he pulls it off. So Amaury now is in a good situation.
Not having the priority, going for that wave. Let's see the replay of it. I think that's probably going to score.
Look at this section. Oh, my. Just giant section coming at him through the lip. Nice roll.
Huge roll.
Didn't look like he was going to pull it off because he landed in that section, but he does.
Let's see what the judges think about it. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be a good backup wave, and Sergio's going to need a higher score now for sure.
All right, we want to know, I think all the viewers want to know, how difficult is it to ride Fronton in a competition?
Yeah, it's different from free surfing for sure. Like in free surfing, you just want to go out there, boost. You don't even care if you make it or not. And when you're in the contest, it's so hard. You just realize how hard it is to land moves, and it's completely different, you know? It's really hard. It's completely different. In any location, from contest to free surfing is different. But yeah, Fronton's pretty crazy. So Sergio is a 7.1 to get first place, and I believe there's not so much time remaining.
No, Amaury's last wave, a big roll, big section. Whoa, look at this. Sergio Alonzo, big wave. He looks so small on that thing. He pulls it. Oh, my. Can he pull that off? Sergio Alonzo just absolutely dropped. He looks so tiny on that wave. Just a big old section. He came in, and he went for the barrel, I thought, but he went straight through the lip. Wow, he just got annihilated on that inside section. You can see the water just pouring off of the reef. Another look. Look how big this thing is. Oh, my. Sergio Alonzo.
Oh, my God. I don't believe he tried to roll that.
I thought he was just going to pull into the barrel and come out, but look at this. He goes straight through.
Should have been enough.
Oh, my. Yes, a big barrel, if he would have came out, definitely would have been enough. Woo.
Could have been, but well, I don't think that was a really smart move to do that big roll. Unconscious.
Wow, unbelievable. Sergio Alonzo. But you know what? That's how hungry he is out there. You just saw how intense he is out in the water. He's putting everything on the line to go for a big move when he knew he needed it, where if he would have just pulled in, he may have had enough points.
But well, he decided to go for a big boost.
Unbelievable. Woo!
He's smiling. He's just happy to be here, you know, Sergio. It's such an honor to be on the rank for the Fronton Pro of the last contest of the tour, and just want to have fun.
Unreal. Wow, Sergio Alonzo just going all out. 2.0 on that attempt for Sergio Alonzo. Going for it on that big section right there. He's a smaller guy. I mean, he weighs in, I'm guessing, at about 120 pounds. And I don't know how many kilos that is, but let's just say he's putting everything on the line against the big sections of Fronton, and that's takes a lot of basketballs. All right, PLC, we know that you have a big heat ahead of you, so any last words before we get Greg back in here in the hot seat?
Any last word? Well, there's definitely a lot of pressure right now on me. I'm going to try to do my best to pass my next heat. Just want to say thanks to all the people who support me, and say hello to my family, who my mom is watching right now. Probably, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She must be crazy right now. And oh well, just send a kiss to my mom. My girlfriend, my sister is here to support me too, and we're gonna do my best. I promise.
All right. Good luck. Very a lot of luck out there against Elliot
Thanks,
Morales.
Manny.
And
See
well,
you
you
later.
want to throw another kiss? I don't think we got the kiss on file. There it is. that was to his mom, who was watching from France, and got to meet his little sister Josephine yesterday. She's cool, and Ruth is here also for support. Now coming into the hot seat, Rui and Cabrera. We know you're watching, and we know you are supporting PLC. So thank you for watching. Coming back into the hot seat as Andrew Lester creeps back up higher on the cliff to avoid the whitewash. The high tide is coming in, as well are the waves. So Andrew Lester standing by for his timing to get out into the water. So it's about timing. Walking onto the reef, rushing over to the keyhole, jumping in, and fighting your way through the channel to the outside. So here is Andrew Lester timing. Again, look at it. That's a small little area. These guys have to jump in and make their way out. Again, coming up next, round number 4, heat number 4, we're going to see Dave Winchester versus Andrew Lester. All right, Greg, what does it look like outside of the commentator area? What do you see out there?
Many people are still just coming to terms with that first heat we saw go down today.
Yes.
I personally just had a little chat with Jeff, and mate, he's shattered, and I really feel for him because in my eyes he's been the front runner all year, the man to chase, and he's just surfed so amazingly all year. And look, it's still, the scenario can still play out that he can secure the world title. We're already talking about it was 2 years ago here in Confitale that Jeff also was chasing the world title, and he bowed out early in the Confitale event. But the cards played his way and ended up securing the world title. So Jeff was very optimistic. He just simply said, look, God has a plan, and let's see what it is. And he's happy to just let fate play out and see what happens. But yeah, mate, really emotional times out there, and my heart goes out to Jeff and his family and his fans. And but hey, stay positive, because within 2 hours' time we could be crowning Jeff Hubbard as the new world champion.
There's still a possibility for Jeff Hubbard to walk away as the world champion, even though he is not in the competition. And how will that happen?
Oh, Manny, I'm still coming to terms, I think. But
PLC and Ryan Hardy get knocked out.
Exactly. If they both lose their man-on-man heat today, but up and riding, Amaury Lavernhe on the left.
Yes, this is the first left of the day. Amaury Lavernhe sneaks under the pocket and comes out. I don't know how he pulled that. Look at that, a big reverse air at the end of that section. Can he hold on? Wow, a lot of water moving. Now he's going to get pushed up onto the reef. Unbelievable move and barrel ride. Look at Sergio Alonzo taking a look at the right, but Amaury on the first left of the day. You know the tide has arrived when you see people starting to ride on the left. It is more rideable from the low tide section. Look at this. Amaury Lavernhe now has to challenge. Wow, Amaury Lavernhe solidifying his first place spot at the end of that heat with a solid wave. He's happy. Amaury Lavernhe now advancing on to quarterfinal number 2.
Interesting, Manny. There you have a look at the footage of Amaury Lavernhe. He's clutching his shoulder.
Look at this. Look at the reef.
Hurt himself.
Oh, did he hit the reef?
I'm not sure if he hit the reef or just sort of like more a dislocation issue going on. But I guess on the positive side, he has secured first place for that heat. Sergio Alonzo was out there with priority, but was unable to secure a higher scoring wave. 6.35 was the highest scoring wave for that heat. For that last wave, that left hand of Amaury Lavernhe.
Still
waiting for it to drop.
There it is. There it is.
And